High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/Varsity Media. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
At St. Francis Heart Center, we're not just regional heart experts. We share our greater success with the world. We don't just pioneer technology. We do it more than anywhere on Greater Long Island. And we don't just win awards. We deliver greater outcomes for people like you. As New York's only specialty designated cardiac center, we're not satisfied with just being good. This is Long Island. This is St. Francis Heart Center. And greater lives here.
Cy Donnelly Field is the site for the lacrosse version of the Battle of the Bridge, as 2 teams who are more similar than different step on the field today. It's Delbarton and St. Anthony's, and it's all live here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's game is sponsored by Catholic Health. We welcome you inside the broadcast booth here. Dylan Butler alongside Brian Soper. And Soap, listen, the last time you and I were on a game together, Rutgers played UMass. It came down to the last second, last save of the game. We don't know if this one's going to be as tight. We think it might be, but listen, this one has all of the elements of a game you want to broadcast, right? You want diverse, deep attack lines? Check. You want Poles who are going to play next level and be mean and nasty on the field? Check. Next level goalies? Check. Great face-off guys? Check. This one has everything today, so.
Yeah, the long pole matchup is crazy. The face-off is crazy, right? Multi-sport athletes, football, basketball, lacrosse, right? All these guys are just high-level athletes. ACC schools, Brown, Ivy League, everything's represented here.
Yeah, listen, these are 2 teams, too, that programs, schools, they've got mirror images of each other, right? You've got, as you said, the multiple sport athletes. You've got great facilities on campus as well. And it's a rivalry that really dates back several decades, and one that really both of these programs look forward to. You're seeing the green wave of Delbarton warming up. And listen, when you talk about standard bearers, Soap, in the state of New Jersey, it begins and ends with Delbarton. No program has more state championships than Delbarton. They've got 18 Morris County titles as well. And no one has more Tournament of Champion titles as well. So when you talk about the Blue Bloods of New Jersey, we're looking at them right now.
Yeah, it's just, both these teams, they're like college programs, right? They just keep shuffling, big-time talent into Division I. They keep reloading. And it's just, it's great to see these matchups. It just has a tremendous college feel today.
Delbarton, they are coming off of a season when they were 20-6. They avenged a regular season loss to beat Seton Hall Prep in triple overtime to win the non-public A championship. They're off to a 2-0 start thus far. They beat Randolph to start this season, and then a rivalry game with Mountain Lakes as well. But when we look at their impact players, 2 guys who have been part of this program, who we expect to have a big part today. Willie Doyle, a guy who led Delbarton last year in scoring. He's back again, and Will Pedicano on the other side. That's one of those long poles that we're going to be looking at.
Yeah, junior, long stick committee going to Virginia. Willie Doyle going to Amherst. Just 2 big-time players. They're going to need to be huge today to defeat St. Anthony's.
The Friars, if they had come off of win over Malvern Prep, this could maybe be that concern about a game between 2 really big games, right? And that's not going to be the case, though, today. Obviously, Chaminade is on the horizon on Wednesday, the first of maybe 3 this year. But the Friars are coming off a loss to Malvern Prep, their first of the year, and that was a matchup between two of the top 5 teams in the country out at Rutgers. But we expect this to be a very hungry and maybe upset St. Anthony's team today to step on the field.
St. Anthony's they're going to take everyone's best shot this year, right? They have, a target on their back. They've been ranked 1 or 2 in the polls for the last 2 seasons. And, it's a different group, right? Every year it's a different group. Lost a lot of talent from last year, but they reloaded, and a lot of those second-line guys are now the first-line guys, and loaded on defense. And in the goal, they got a really strong goaltender in Ford.
Yeah, 25 seniors from last year's team are currently playing college lacrosse. 18 of them
Division I.
playing Division I, but they do not rebuild at St. Anthony's. You just reload year in and year out. And 2 of the guys are going to be looking forward to today, 2 special players on both sides of the ball. Kyle Bolello, a guy that last year we saw him in a defensive midfielder role. Now he's running that first midfield line. And Dante Vidara, we saw what he could do during the football season, of course, bringing that same toughness and athleticism to the lacrosse field today. Yeah,
both of them going, student athletes as well, going to the Ivy League. Vidara to Penn, Bolello to Brown. Just 2 tremendous, in the lacrosse world on Long Island. Bolello and Vidara are 2 names that everyone knows.
Let's take a look at the starters for today's game. First for the visitors, you see the captains from both teams meeting at midfield. First for the visitors from Delbarton, and there you see the green wave getting ready for this one. It starts up front. These are 2 returning guys in Doyle and Testa on the attack line. This first midfield line of Sartorius, Carrillo, and Amato, they were together last year as a second midfield line, but they've got that chemistry, obviously. We'll talk about the face-off X in a moment. Your close D of Ryder, Finkelde, and Bo Popham. And in the cage, a really good one for Delbarton, Patrick Rolke. And it's kind of crazy, right? Like, so if you're a goalie, they've got 3 guys who are going to play collegiate lacrosse in the net. Rolke's the guy. It was an open competition, Matt Kovacic, the head coach, said, but Rolke in the first 2 games at least, it seems like he's kind of overtaking that role.
Super athletic. Watching him in the warm-up, just really, jumps to the ball. Great hands going to Lafayette. And the 2 others are no slouches either, right? It's just an embarrassment of riches in the cage for Delbarton. But that competition every day in practice must be intense. And all 3 kids are definitely getting better each day.
And now let's take a look at the starters for St. Anthony's. The Friars coming into this one with a 2-1 record. They started their year beating the number 1 team in the country in Calvert. And they beat St. John's DC before that loss to Malvern Prep. You see Langton, Breslin, and Riglietti up front. Your first midfield line of Bolello, Merrill, and Ashheim. That's the younger of the Ashheim boys. Cole, currently in North Carolina. We'll talk about the face-off acts in a moment. Your close D of Vidaro, Schneider, and Shanahan. A terrific close D there. And in the cage, Sean Ford, a guy who had to split reps last year. He came in with that mentality that this is his job this year, and he's owned it.
Yeah, he's been tremendous, right? Super athletic. You see about 6 foot tall, and it's big, big shoes, right? Being the starting goalie for St. Anthony's, but it's just something that he's always wanted, and this is his year. This is his team.
Yeah, Ford going to Utah. You see the final words and the prayers before this one for St. Anthony's. We'll have the keys to the game and the opening face-off when we return right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see extraordinary life. The most extraordinary of which is you. It's because our Catholic faith places the highest value on people. All people. It's the inspiration for our exceptional medical care with unmatched compassion. And it's why at Catholic Health you're more than a patient. You're someone's family, best friend, and a neighbor to us all. Long live Long Island.
Dante does it again! Defensive play. Dante Vidaro.
Power move by Yeso, steps up and score!
A jump shot for Nell!
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, softball, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see extraordinary life. The most extraordinary of which is you. It's because our Catholic faith places the highest value on people. All people. It's the inspiration for our exceptional medical care with unmatched compassion. And it's why at Catholic Health you're more than a patient. You're someone's family, best friend, and a neighbor to us all. Long live Long Island.
We welcome you back to Cy Donnelly Field. Dylan Butler, Brian Soper, our entire Varsity Media crew for this annually anticipated showdown between Delbarton and St. Anthony's. And Soap, we spoke with both head coaches, and one thing that we do know as we take a look at the keys, two different styles they want to play today.
Yeah, St. Anthony's wants to get off to a quick start, shake off the last game, clean in the ride and clear game, pressure them, push transition. Delbarton wants to be sound through the middle of the field, be patient on offense, right? St. Anthony's has a high-powered offense. You want to slow down your offense, and they want to play as a unit defensively and get your matchup so you can stop and shut down the St. Anthony's offense.
And that includes a lot of communication defensively for Delbarton. And it's interesting because St. Anthony's, look, they're going to pressure the ball. They're going to ride. They want to force Delbarton to play quicker than perhaps they want to. So it'll be an interesting contrast of styles here today as both teams lined up and the coaches for both teams on the sideline. The head coach for St. Anthony's, we expect perhaps one of our viewers today, as Keith Weiserick, understandably out in Connecticut right now. His son, Mike, a senior at Sacred Heart. Today's senior day for Sacred Heart. They're taking on Wagner at noon. So Keith, being the good dad that he is, unfortunately had to miss this one, but he's in good hands, of course, with Kevin Adler and Doug Schreiber, his assistant coaches.
It's one thing about getting on the phone with both coaches, the amount of respect that both programs have for each other and how they play lacrosse and ultimately, the respect for the game.
We'll take a look at the face-off battle here today, and two good ones. Ryan Trafford, if you follow football in New Jersey, you know how good a running back he's been. He's going to go to Navy to play both lacrosse and football. 50% of the year. Michael Moon, he's a guy who's doing this for 3 years on the varsity. 75% in that gauntlet of a schedule the Friars have played.
Both of them super battle-tested. I like the wing matchup here, Pelicano and McDonald.
Yeah, let's go right away.
Best junior long poles in the country.
Opening face-off. It goes to the wings, and it's the Friars who possess. And that was Bolello to pick up the GB.
As you can see on the first wing, Bolillo, just kind of a do-it-all midfielder, defense, offense, wing play, GBs. He does it all. One of the best players in the country.
That was Luke Aschheim a moment ago, and Aschheim's an interesting case. He along with Rigoletti, they were on that scout offense last year against all those monster poles, including Luke's own brother, Cole. They got beat up a lot, right? But listen, it gets you better. And now they're varsity ready, varsity starter ready. Bounce shot wide of the cage by Quinn Langdon.
You know, with the depth on St. Anthony's and the practices, just it must be so intense, right? Everyone, all the talent that's there. You can see Pelicano matching up with Merrill. That's a big-time matchup of juniors.
Riglietti works it from the cage. Sidearm shot. Looks like that took a block in front as the shot was by Breslin. Now let's see the St. Anthony's ride here, how aggressive they're going to be.
Yeah, St. Anthony's going a little deep ride here. You know, squeezing the spaces here for Delbarton.
Rolke gets it across, and they fail to advance. So a failed clear. And now the Friars can roll. Gary Merrill!
Super opportunistic there. Failed clear by Delbarton leads to a kind of unsettled transition, and Merrill knows what to do there. UNC commit just kind of, you know, sees that no one's really picking him up.
Yeah,
right, steps in and unleashes a howitzer to the top corner.
Yeah, that's the guy. There's a few of those guys, but that's a guy you cannot give time and space to. Gary Merrill. Fourth goal of this young season, point number 7.
Checking his Instagram before Gary the GOAT, right? You're going to have that handle, right? You better bring it, and he brings it every single game.
Yeah, listen, lights come on. He shines. We certainly saw that during the football season, and that's not even his primary sport. This ground ball, scooped up, Delbarton gets it.
Now that's what separates the greats, right? The greats are the ones that when the lights are on and it's a big game, they step up and play their best, and that's a tremendous start by Merrill.
And actually, we're going the other way. There's Schneider. UVA commit, a returning starter, one of the few on this team. Loose ball, some miscommunication there, and now Delbarton gets out in transition.
That's 99 Popham, Notre Dame.
I don't know if there's a better name for a pole than Popham.
He's 99, Bo Popham. I mean, that's just, that just screams stud.
And now Delbarton gets into their settled offense. That's Jack Sartorius, a Williams commit, number 2. And they work it behind to Testa. This first line, it's interesting. You know, they're a little bit of like a no-name group, as that's a shot towards the cage off the mark. At least that's what Matt Kovacic says, right? But they've got such terrific chemistry together.
Yeah, 3 seniors, right, who all played together last year. That's super important, right? And the fact that it makes them hard to guard. You're not sure who the guy's going to be, and could be any guy on any given game.
There's Ford. And that failed clear for the Friars.
I think that last possession, I think Ford got a piece of that shot. Good first save by him. Again, you see St. Anthony's here in a deep ride.
And Delbarton goes pole to pole to pole. And they'll get the clear.
Good find, right? Peticano, right? Long stick midfield, Delbarton. You know, coach said how tremendous he was in the clearing game as well.
Asher lost that one. And we come the other way quickly for the Friars. Langton! Low to low. It's 2-0 for the Friars.
Good job there. You know, little yard sale down in the defensive end leads to some transition. Great find to Langdon, the Army commit. He's the coach's captain, right? Stings one low. Good shot by St. Anthony's. Good start for them. You know, just like the doctor ordered, coming off of a tough loss.
Goal number 7 for Langton. One of 5 co-captains on this team. And Moon takes this one. Absorbed some contact there by Trafford, but was able to get this possession going now. Bolello. 88, we see now it's Dylan Harrigan. One of, talk about an embarrassment of riches, a sophomore who's really, really good. You've got a few of those for the Friars.
Yeah, left-hander at the midfield, soccer player as well. You crack this lineup as a sophomore, you're legit.
We're seeing part of that second midfield unit now. 40 was Alex Ruddy. And there's Breslin. Breslin, a guy who played more midi than attack last year. Step down shot and a goal by Cacciabato.
Garden City product there. 3 for 3 shooting for St. Anthony's, coming out hot.
Another look.
Yeah, good look here, right? Move the ball, get it to the backside. Right-handed, stings it, low and away. Good shot, good start, St. Anthony's.
You had the short stick matchup. You got to short stick somebody out there, right? And Cacciabato took advantage. The sophomore, goal number 1 on this season.
Yeah, played JVA last year for St. Anthony's. Good hands, good stick. Former attackman, now playing the midfield. Those attackmen, you give them short sticks, right? It feels like, feels like they're cheating.
Other talented sophomores, that one stung wide, is number 5, Robbie Johnson. He just won that face-off. In reserve duty this year, Johnson, 60% at the face-off. That's pretty good for your backup, right?
Very good. Battling each day with Moon every day of practice. Some of the games are probably easier than practice.
This is a loose ball on the carpet.
I love the tempo. St. Anthony's playing such a high tempo right now. They're relentless defense and riding, and they're pushing the ball quick in offense, a lot of early offense.
And this ball would go to Delbarton, and that's the thing. It felt like whoever can dictate the pace was going to be controlling this game, and right now the pace is very much in St. Anthony's favor. As there's Popham. Bo Popham will go to X. Popham! Pole goal!
If you're not going to play me, I'm going to go to the rack, going to go to the hoop. All right? His dad was a goalie at Princeton, right? Won a national championship, and he just takes it in, and takes it in and scores a goal here against Ford. You see, he protects his stick. They ain't going to slide. They were locking off in a black. How you doing? Goal, Popham.
As you mentioned, Dad Corey made 17 saves in the 1998 national championship game in that 15-5 win over Maryland.
You think he suits up in the yard, right? Maybe helped him there, but yeah, big time name. I remember that game. I remember how well he played. All right, as a high school goalie, watching that Princeton juggernaut with Coach Tierney.
Moon wins the face-off, staying on.
See if that pole goal can give him some juice.
Yeah. Well, it was an important one. At least it felt like it, right? Everything was going St. Anthony's way early on. And as you said, Popham just no slide, not going to play him. Rounds the cage, scores the goal, and now St. Anthony's gets into their settled offense.
Yeah, a lot of times when poles carry over, you go black, lock everyone off, and try to get on the ground. But not every pole's going to Notre Dame, right, with the ability to handle.
There's Bolello, takes his matchup, which is Will McGinty. Another one of those multiple sports stars, and there's your mom goal of the game already. So
yeah,
we're checking off all the bingo.
They're pretty good here. Not too many cheers. I think they knew.
But McGinty, 16 for Delbarton, 3-sport guy, right? Starting point guard in the defensive secondary for a very good Delbarton football team.
Yeah, last year he took the year off to focus on football recruiting, and now he's back here on the lacrosse field. That's a nice addition to get back to an already loaded roster for Delbarton.
And there's Ryan Trafford, number 1. He doesn't just face off here. He'll stay on and kind of will balance between the first and second midfield.
That defensive midfield is just Valillo, Parker McDonald, and Merrill. Talk about an imposing defensive midfield that's now going to go down and play offense.
That was a really good knockdown as well defensively by Michael Kelton. And here comes Merrill in the open field. Merrill lowers the shoulder. Merrill goes low to high. Nice save by Rolke.
Big one for him. Merrill got him on the first one. He said, not this time.
The first flag is thrown. It looks like St. Anthony's will get the first penalty of this game. Let's take a look at the official.
Yeah, you see Pedicano.
1 minute for a slash.
Again, getting involved in the clear. Coach described him as a monster in between the lines, and you see it, just a competitive player in between the lines.
So 1 minute slash, good chance here for Delbarton in the latter portions of this first quarter to perhaps pull within 1. And it will be Sartorius to get things started. Play a 2-man game at X. #22 is Jack Amato. He'll cut through. Good movement off ball by Delbarton. Nice feed to the crease and the finish. Asher Testa, the man-up goal.
Tic-tac-toe for Delbarton. Tremendous little in-tight passing by Delbarton, the green wave. Right, just tremendous here, right? Find Testa off ball here. He's in the crease. You watch him here. Good show coming up, right? Boom, finish, quick, right? Quick stick, lower corner. Tremendous man-up efficiency there by the green wave.
Gavin Romweber with the assist. He's that 4th attackman, that man-up attackman they have. And the Colgate commit, Testa, with his 4th goal of the year.
Yeah, Rom Weber, basketball player, eyes up, little touch pass, right? Doing his best. I don't know who's a disher now. Not Chris Paul. He's
And here comes Trafford. Fogel goal. No, Ford makes the save.
Good stop, right? Read the low stick, gobbled it up, controlled the rebound.
It was a good shot too, right? A little bouncer too at the crease. Never easy, but Ford makes the save.
Yeah, well, one of the shots that's for a goal we like is at our feet. That was kind of at his feet a little bit. He went down, maybe a high bouncer next time to take that top part of the net.
There's Luke Asheim will play catch with Bolello.
You just see Trafford, you could just tell he's so competitive, right? That was a great take. It would have been huge for him to get one there.
Bolello takes on McGinty. And they go to X, where Rigoletti, the lefty, spins. Rigoletti low to high. Nice piece of it there by Rolke.
Good move there by Rigoletti, right? Senior going to Iona, right? It's been a pleasant surprise this year. Super tough.
Bolello. Now it's Breslin. Breslin, question mark. An exclamation point on the goal.
Yeah, tremendous move there by Breslin, senior, going to Lehigh. Coach Weiser had called him the straw that kind of stirs the drink down there. Shows you the respect they have for McGinty, how good they think he is to guard Bolillo here. But just watch this, right? Takes him up to the 5-and-5, turns, finishes low and away. Tremendous lacrosse IQ there to separate and get your hands free, and then to bury the ball.
Breslin already his 11th of the season. He extends the Friars' lead to 4-2.
Good ground ball by Amato there.
That's Bobby Cusimano. We've got a timeout called by Delbarton. Here's the Bowie 4 story. 6 childhood friends from Long Island. They grew up together on and around the water. They developed a special connection to the serenity that the water provides. That's where the Bowie 4 mantra was born. We choose the water. With every purchase made, they donate a portion of the proceeds to water conservation groups. Bowie 4 offers a full range of apparel and accessories for team stores, corporate gear, and fundraising initiatives. All of our products are designed, created, and printed on site. Bowie up your wardrobe. Get your limited edition game day hoodie for 24 hours at www.bowie4.com. See you out on the open waters. And we looking forward for you to see us here post game, as we'll have our player of the game who will get that limited edition Bowie 4 game day hoodie. As you take a look at Matt Kovacic. What huge shoes Kovacic had to fill. He's in his 7th season, but 24th overall, replaced longtime head coach Chuck Rubling, who retired in 2017, was the defensive coordinator for all those great Delbarton teams under Rubling, and now Kovacic, the Fairfield Prep graduate of 1990. It's been his job and his program for the last 7 years.
Love his energy. I love talking to him on the phone. Right, his kind of mantra was get better today. Right, and I think that win or lose today, right, Delbarton's going to get better today, challenging themselves against the Friars.
And I was about to say I like that timeout, right, because maybe it sets you up something late in the quarter, but we go the other way.
How about that pressure, Jacob
Schneider.
Johnson?
Oh, Johnson, right?
Sophomore. Yeah. Right, he was he was on the second offensive midfield, and now he's playing D mid. Coach Weiser just says he just glides around the field.
There's Rigoletti. Part of a legacy here at St. Anthony's. Dad Rob played baseball and football here during Keith Weiserich's days as a student. Turns, gets inside, the bouncer off the mark.
Good move, getting to that left hand. Delbarton wants to keep him away from the middle. Sandy's running a little like two-man kind of side screen action there. Got a good shot there by Riggs.
Lengthen up top. Here's Merrill inside the final minute of this first quarter. Merrill, sidearm shot, stings it wide.
Nice pick there by the Friars to get Pedicano off of Merrill to get his hands free for that shot.
We wonder if that would have been the matchup, right? This game, and it was Kovacic didn't maybe want to tip his hand just yet, but he said that or Bolello. We've got a lot of respect for how good Bolello is. But we were both like, can we see that matchup, please? That future.
Yeah, so they've had McGinty on Bolello. Now they have Rispoli. He's a senior wrestler. Right, those, you know how tough those wrestlers are.
25 seconds. Another pick is set for Breslin. Feeds the crease. Oh, what a save. Rolke.
What a stop, right? Stick high, kept the stick high. Great little play there by St. Anthony's to get a look on the crease with short time. Denied by Rolke.
And now can the Green Wave get something here? 5 seconds. Time winding down. Bouncer forward, an easy one to deny Luke Carrillo. And that will do it for an entertaining first quarter. Well, Delbarton, they make the long trip from Morristown. And it's a short trip around the cage for Bolello. He finds Breslin.
Textbook here. Bang.
Pinnell, how do you like that one, buddy? St. Anthony's up by 2 after 1. You're watching it all right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's high school sports network.
At St. Francis Heart Center, we're not just regional heart experts. We share our greater success with the world. We don't just pioneer technology. We do it more than anywhere on Greater Long Island. And we don't just win awards. We deliver greater outcomes for people like you. As New York's only specialty designated cardiac center, we're not satisfied with just being good. This is Long Island. This is St. Francis Heart Center. And greater lives here.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Back in South Huntington, Dylan Butler, Brian Soper, our entire Varsity Media crew. Start of the second quarter between this regional battle that is always anticipated. St. Anthony's with a 4-2 lead over Delbarton.
You feel the earthquake yesterday, Dill?
I did. That was something else.
I know, it's crazy.
Although I was disappointed. I'm like, that's what 4.8 feels like. I was like,
Yeah.
These guys in California are soft. St. Anthony's, they've got the edge in the faceoff. There's Robbie Johnson. Fogle goal!
Right down Broadway, right down
Wolf
Hill. Right, Johnson, right, little change up there. Coach Weiser calls him special. Top 3 or 4 face-off guys in the class of 2026. Huge start for St. Anthony's coming off. You maybe thought Rolke's save to end that quarter, right, was going to be a little momentum, and then, Johnson shuts it down there, right, shooting to that low corner. It's a couple of goals low and away to that stick side. Perhaps that's the scout on Rolke.
Robbie Johnson, goal number 1 for him.
You see on the wing here, Parker McDonald, right, UNC commit, rotates with Ethan Bramoff, a 5-star top recruit for St. Anthony's. An embarrassment of riches at the long stick midi position.
And Delbarton, a school, too, that's been known to develop some terrific long poles as well. So it's one of those matchups you mentioned in the open, something we're really excited about.
And look at him maneuver that stick. Tremendous job. I was trying to come up with a name. They need a name. They're like a dynamic duo. I know you're a little hip-hop rap guy, right? I was thinking EBMD.
Okay.
Right?
So a little props to EPMD from
Strictly Business from Brentwood, right?
Okay.
I think I did try to maybe get that going.
Listen, in this day of name, image, and likeness, we can make some
Bramoff and McDonald's, EPMD, Strictly Business.
I like it. Here's Luke Aschheim. Oof. I think that went off the
crossbar.
Yeah. Stung it.
From East Norwich, right? I teach and coach at Oyster Bay. Know the Aschheims very well. He's a dynamic shooter going to Bryant. And you see there when he stung that pipe.
Langton turns, split dodge, and the bouncer off the mark. Broken stick as well. And now St. Anthony's can maybe get an advantage, but McGinty recovers well. Here's Bolello. To the cage, nothing there. Popham.
Good slide there by Popham. Right, it's easy to see why everyone was after him. Notre Dame, with their long tradition of long poles. You're a pole and you get recruited to go to Notre Dame. You're top notch. St. Anthony's doing a good job, right, getting to the middle, right? They're really intent on getting to the middle to get off some good shots.
Well, they had to clean up some of that broken stick on the field. Back in the action, turning the cage was Bolello. That's going to be Breslin. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, perhaps Pedicano a little over-aggressive there. Maybe slightly after the whistle.
Pedicano, 1 minute. So Delbarton had cashed in on their first man-up opportunity. This the first for the Friars.
St. Anthony's starting out at a 1-4. They'll probably roll out or pop somebody into a different set. Let's kind of pick your poison here. You got to find Merrill and definitely find Breslin inside.
Well, there is Merrill, not hard to find with those cleats of his, which we appreciate on the broadcast. Separates him perhaps from others. Of course, his ability does that as well. Low to high, another nice save by Rolke. And now an aggressive ride, man up. Rolke goes the other way to Popham. Popham pumps the brakes. We already know his ability going forward. And there he goes again, Popham. Great job by Popham.
Tremendous job, great clear. Good save by Rolke, controlling the rebound, important on a man up. But if you're Delbarton, that's the shot you want to give up. It's exactly what you want to give up, a 12, 13 yarder. Easy save for Rolke.
And one that Rolke could see all the way as well. Here's Carrillo, we're even.
Feels like a big possession. You see Bramoff here on the field at long pole.
Here's Testa up top. And that's Amato. Carrillo, a little stutter step, nothing going. Cusimano. And this is exactly what Kovacic told us as one of his keys, right? Let's be patient on offense. Sartorius. Bolello on him. Sartorius, nice save by Ford.
Good save off hip. Good job by Sartorius to get to the middle. And here they go, pitch it out. Bolillo in transition.
And numbers, a good recovery there by Delbarton. Bolello will pop it back out. And the Friars will get their substitution game going on as Ashheim comes on. Bolello. Merrill. Oh, man. Even when you see it, you can't stop it.
33, long range, Larry Bird from distance. Just a tremendous shooter. The hype is real, right? Seeing him for the first time playing in person. You know, again, just a kind of an unsettled situation. Hands free, let it fly. Tremendous goal by the future Tar Heel.
Hey, he's one of those rare lacrosse stars who we actually see on the football field first. Was supposed to split time this year at quarterback for the Friars, but an injury early in the season meant all of a sudden he had to be the guy. Like, he was thrown into it in a really, really good league. And then all of a sudden, what did he do, right? Like, he was one of the best quarterbacks.
First team All-State.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just some guys who just, you know, they live up to the hype. They look it, they feel it, and just when you watch them, that's an ACC lacrosse player. And he's got another year left.
So I think there was a question, or at least a complaint coming from somewhere that maybe the substitution came on too early. I'm not sure if there's just an explanation happening here at midfield.
Definitely heard from the stands, right? Obviously, the parents are watching very closely that, you know, on that substitution where you sub over the midline, sometimes, you know, guys leave early, and they thought that St. Anthony's might have left early.
So back to the face-off X. Trafford and Moon. Trafford also in his third year at this craft. There's Pedicano, and now an unsettled situation perhaps for Delbarton. They'll pull it back out, though, as Testa brings it back out. Ooh, another attempt at a pole goal.
That was a great little Pedicano. Gave a little box fake there to McDonald's, froze him. All right, shot it wide.
Our bingo card, Brian Soper, almost full.
I mean, just
we had a Fogo goal, a pole goal, a mom goal.
Yeah, we just, you know, we were doing that UMass game. We missed the goalie goal by a goal for UMass.
Yeah. That's Alex Schobel now, part of the second midfield unit. Here's Testa. Back to Schobel.
That's the big question for Delbarton, right? Who can win their matchup here? That's why you've seen a lot of little fake picks and rubs and things like that, trying to free up some space.
Oh man! As soon as that ball is on the ground, Schneider has it in his stick. That's why you got to be so precise with your passing if you're Delbarton or really any opponent against St. Anthony's, because the poles, and like Weiserick said, I don't know how these guys do it.
Yeah, they knock passes down, and they scoop them up. That's just, a lot of guys can defend, but can you defend with the long pole and pick up ground balls, knock down passes, and do all those things that Division I long poles do, and also having the size
and the athleticism, right? They just fly up the field as well.
Crazy. 6'4", 185. Tommy Schneider.
There's Rigoletti now. Breslin.
Kind of like a 2-2 look here for St. Anthony's.
Cacciabato up top. Now Breslin. That went off the mark. Backup was there.
You see Breslin, the ability for him to play and finish and shoot with both hands. Righty question mark before, now left-hand alley. Kind of do it all.
There's Dylan Harrigan, that natural lefty. He was thrown into the deep end right away against Culver, but just got better from there. That was a shot. They're going to call it a pass, I guess.
You saw guarding the ball there was number 6, Tyler DeSilva, senior Hopkins football commit. So, again, multi-sport athletes all over the field.
And even when you could see Delbarton have perhaps a chance at something unsettled, they come back and settle it up again.
That's the thing that's tough. It's like you want to control tempo, but you also know that scoring on St. Anthony's in the 6-on-6 is going to be tough. So it's like that gray line between going and not going that, makes it difficult when you're playing a team like St. Anthony's.
13 is Andrew Johnson. Older brothers Ryan and Matt both played at Delbarton, at Williams now. Johnson goes to Testa. In on him. Look at the defense played by the Friars. 27 is Kelton. Bouncer off the mark by Sartorius.
Good take by Sartorius. All right, just bounced it high, but took advantage of a missed poke check there.
Here's Testa, the Colgate commit.
27, Kelton's going to Army.
Terrific work defensively. Although look at a push, looks like, with possession. That was Johnny Valerio, another guy that we've seen during the football season, part of that great defensive midi unit for St. Anthony's, along with Jacob Johnson, you mentioned, Justice Durham as well.
Future Adelphi Panther. Weiserick said he's just so well liked by the team.
Carrillo not getting by Jacob Johnson, but the Green Wave get the ball right back.
Good ride back there. Sartorius kind of rode Kelton there, got the ball back, saved possession for Delbarton.
Johnson pumps the brakes, 13 on 13.
It's like, who's going to win a matchup here?
Right. Carrillo tries to get topside, and again, Johnson from behind. And they'll call a hold. It'll be St. Anthony's ball.
I mean, if the poles aren't hard enough, you got Valerio and Johnson just take away checks and, riding people out, riding people down the alley. Just tremendous job. And he has the one-man clear.
Yeah, and Johnson started the season on the second midfield unit. But as you know, right, especially with the first middies, the way they play both sides of the ball, the second middies maybe don't get enough run. And Johnson's so valuable to this team, then the decision was made to move him back to defensive midfield just to get him on the field a little bit more.
And it's like those three guys at the first midfield. Coach Weiserick said, we know we run those guys to death, and we got to find other spots to get these other guys in. And, defensive midfield is such an important job because so many teams attack short sticks.
Here comes Bolello downhill.
It's like a bowling ball, right? It bounces off people like no fear.
Merrill, top side. That one wide of the mark.
Just his ability to get to the middle and get to good spots to shoot is just uncanny.
Already with 2 on the day for Gary Merrill.
And the torque he gets, right? The torque he gets, it makes it hard for a goalie to read that shot. Even though you kind of have an idea he's going high to high, just his angles is just so difficult to pick it up.
Langton feeds, turnaround shot by Bolello. Ball stays with the Friars.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement going on in that crease, kind of like a 2-2 look, a lot of movement inside. Good job finding a cutter.
Bolello on McGinty now. Bolello takes him around the cage. McGinty, though, not giving him a step.
Very impressed with Delbarton's short stick defensive midfield.
Lowering the shoulder, firing low. Taking the contact and getting the finish, Luke Breslin.
There's that straw again, right? You need a play on the offensive end, right? You dial up 4-2, and he gets to the middle here. We saw a question mark on the opposite side. Now, just again, a great job getting to the middle. Patience there. Dips through, gets top side, unleashes a great shot to the low corner. Breslin.
That was against Finkeldney, who's the top pole for Delbarton.
Yeah, Lafayette commit, three-year starter on varsity. It's just Breslin's a big kid, right? He's 6'1". He kind of dips that shoulder to get leverage. You know, that's what you tell lacrosse, young lacrosse players. Attack that top shoulder. Run through it. Get to the middle. Good job getting his stick up field. Good snipe.
Now the question is for Delbarton, can you get the response? You're down 7-2. You do have the ball. They've had, it seems like a lot of the ball in this first half. They've just not been able to finish.
Yeah, St. Anthony's they play real hard on the ball. They're kind of slow to slide. They're not going to, they trust their matchups, and they're not going to give you an inch. That's why I think like kind of setting some picks and some smoke screens or some type of way to get a step is what they're going to need to be able to do here.
88, Peter Falk in the game.
There you go.
Off the screen, low shot, bouncer by Schobel is wide.
See, just a little pick or a little feeling that there might be a pick is enough to get your hands free and get a good shot.
That was our first look at Falk, number 88, big boy. Dad Rob was a midi at UVA back in the late 80s, early 90s. If you look at the UVA individual game records, Rob Falk is up there in assists in a single game. Here's Peter now. Still on it. Peter bounces it wide. And again, just getting a piece of that, making it a ground ball war, was Jacob Johnson.
Good timeout call.
Yeah, Delbarton will take it with 1:16 left in this first half. A first half that, St. Anthony's is happy with. We talked, Brian Soper, about some of the top players, right, who have come through these programs. But let's take a look at some of those on the next level right now for Delbarton. And listen, if you're a fan of college lacrosse, these are some household names for you.
Yeah, Mikey Long, Kirst, Kraus, right, Trip Robinson, right, Nick Ramsey. I mean, Kirst, Nick Long, those Cornell duo is amazing. Just Delbarton always sending guys into top programs. Feels like a college program. Going to the next step's not that difficult.
Ramsey, the lead face-off guy right now at Yale, and of course, Kraus.
Kirst just had the game winner, right? That was a wild, wild game versus Syracuse, right? It was a Cuse?
Yep. Up in Ithaca, that one.
Yeah, that was wild. That was.
You want wild? How about this list here coming up for the Friars? This is insanity. You've got.
Yeah, that's a who's who. That's a Mount Rushmore. That's like St. Anthony's is trying to make like who are the best Yankees of all time? Who are the best Duke basketball players of all time? It's
Mantle,
impossible.
Maris.
Yeah. O'Neal, McAdory, Naso, the Duke triumphant there. Owen Duffy's a true freshman, just over 4 points a game, and Michael Leo just seems to be making highlight reel goals for Syracuse and that high-flying Syracuse offense.
In this list here, O'Neal, McAdory, and Duffy, they were all USA Lacrosse Magazine National Players of the Year.
And they all played together from since they've been 2 years old, right, with Joey Spallina. So
yeah.
Here's the pressure, right? This Bramoff on the ball.
Off the last timeout, there was a turnover for Delbarton. Same is true here.
Well, that's a part of the EBMD there, right? There's outlet to him, right? Just tremendous instincts there by Bramoff to double there. I think he was the first 5-star recruit. I guess Inside Lacrosse rolls out 5 stars, and he was given 5-star just a couple of days ago. I saw on the Instagram.
You're all over that Instagram. So 49 seconds left here, first half. We'll take this timeout with the Friars as well. St. Anthony's leading 7-2 right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
When it comes to advertising, are you hitting the right audience? Why waste your time with television or a free print publication that's given out at a local deli? Varsity Media has your back. With a following of over 50,000 and a local demographic ranging between the ages of 18 and 54 years old, it's time to get that return on investment. Plus, here's the best part. Your ad lives forever on our YouTube page. And with a large on-demand audience, it's a grand slam to advertise with Varsity Media.
Back at Cy Donnelly Field. Timeout just over. Final 49 seconds, so an opportunity here. Soap off the timeout, maybe to draw something up here of the last play variety. Friars on a 4-0 run right now.
Good timeout. You can't take them. You can't take them into the locker room with you at halftime, right? So set something up here. Probably wind it down to 15 seconds or so, and make sure Delbarton doesn't get a chance to get the ball.
This is Bolello, little hop step, working on McGinty. He won't win that running battle with McGinty. Merrill explodes, left-handed shot off the mark by Merrill.
Great take. UNC versus UVA. Get used to that for the next 6 years or so.
Rigoletti gets it back into play. Here we go. Merrill against Pedicano. Merrill backs him down, switches hands. Merrill fires wide.
Great job there by Pedicano. Rolke saying, 3 seconds, let's buckle down here, get a stop.
Breslin feeds the crease. It's on the carpet, and Pedicano makes sure Rolke is able to pick that up. So that battle won by Delbarton, and you feel an important one as well to win. You can't give up that late one. Listen, 5 goals is still a lot, but 6 feels like a lot more.
Especially with the ability that St. Anthony's has shown to be able to handle their matchups in the defensive end.
Halftime here at Cy Donnelly Field in South Huntington. And the Friars, multiple Friars are rolling right now. Pick your poison for St. Anthony's as lowering the shoulder and getting the finish. Number 42, Luke Breslin. St. Anthony's up by 5 here at the break. You're watching it all on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
At St. Francis Heart Center, we're not just regional heart experts. We share our greater success with the world. We don't just pioneer technology. We do it more than anywhere on Greater Long Island. And we don't just win awards. We deliver greater outcomes for people like you. As New York's only specialty designated cardiac center, we're not satisfied with just being good. This is Long Island. This is St. Francis Heart Center. And greater lives here.
Dante does it again! Defensive play. Dante Rodaro. Illico ties it up.
Move by Yeso steps up and score.
A jump shot for Nell.
high school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, softball, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck. You're watching Varsity Media, New York's premier high school sports network.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs, or call 516-403-2050. Looking to grow your business on social media? Let Varsity Media help you. With over 50,000 followers across our platform, sponsor a segment during the broadcast and share it on social media the next day. It's the best of both worlds, as you'll get thousands of plays and your ad will live on the broadcast forever. Contact us today for sponsorship packages by calling 917-470-0864 or emailing varsitymediasponsors@gmail.com. Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/varsity media. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
Varsity Media is offering a video folder that you can customize to meet your needs. A photo of your athlete can be elegantly placed in the front panel. Essential statistics with a biography can be printed on the inside panel, and videos can be downloaded and viewed on an LCD screen for as long as 2 hours. The attractive video folder can be placed on a coffee table and instantly becomes a conversation starter. Order your video folder today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs, or give us a call at 516-403-2050. When it comes to advertising, are you hitting the right audience? Why waste your time with television or a free print publication that's given out at a local deli? Varsity Media has your back. With a following of over 50,000 and a local demographic ranging between the ages of 18 and 54 years old, it's time to get that return on investment. Plus, here's the best part. Your ad lives forever on our YouTube page. And with a large on-demand audience, it's a grand slam to advertise with Varsity Media.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
Welcome back to Cy Donnelly Field. Dylan Butler, Brian Soper here with you. It's halftime, and it's St. Anthony's with a 7-2 lead over the Green Wave of Delbarton. And Soap, let's take a look at some of the first half stats, which, by the way, compiled from the West Coast.
From West Coast, Coach Hungerford out there on the beach, I think. Face-off's pretty even. Huge shot advantage for St. Anthony's. Causing a lot of havoc down there. Turnovers, right? Delbarton, got to limit those in the second half. Ground balls, 13-11. And Delbarton's, one of their goals came on a nice man up. Good save, by Rolke to stop the St. Anthony's man up. But, as you can see there, turnovers lead to shots, and that's the main difference there in this game so far that puts St. Anthony's ahead 7-2.
Yeah, 5 caused turnovers as well for the Friars. 4 saves apiece. But those 8 turnovers, critical right now for Delbarton. And honestly, I think if you told Kovacic and Delbarton that you were even at the face-off X coming in, just about, right, you'd obviously sign up for that. But it's the failed clears, not even the failed clears. They're 6 of 8 on clears, but it's the turnovers when you do have the ball.
And a couple of those failed clears were early and allowed for some early offense for St. Anthony's to get off to a hot start. But they definitely got better clearing the ball as the half went on.
Well, we've got already our Speed Island Speedy play of the game. Improve your speed with Onyx Salva and the team located in Garden City. Visit speedislandny.com to book your session today. And if you score a Fogel goal, Soap, you are just about guaranteed the Speed Island Speedy play of the game, and it goes to the sophomore, Robbie Johnson.
Right, win the face-off, right down the middle, right, nice shot, Speed Island, play of the game. I mean, the speed on these face-off guys is just crazy. I was thinking about the other day, like face-off guys going against each other. We just think all day about each other, like it's like a steel cage match in there.
A new goalie in for Delbarton.
Yeah, Alec Delgado, right, senior, going to Bowdoin. Coach Kovacic called him a tactician, a little different than Rolke, a little maybe more fundamental.
Moon wins the opening face-off of the third quarter, and he said, listen, honestly, if we played 3 periods, kind of like hockey, right, we might play 3 goalies.
Yeah, the third goalie's a junior committed to Johns Hopkins, Tanner Shimko, so just crazy talent in the goal for Delbarton.
Here's Bolello. Get out of the way, Bolello!
Says hello to the third quarter here. Just a wrecking ball, right? Brown Bear commit. Just watch him just take on, just almost running through. It's like a speed bump here, right? Boom, shoulder down, gets to the middle. Nice shot, low corner. St. Anthony's had a lot of success to that low stick side so far in this game.
And with different goalies too, right? First shot that Delgado faces, gets behind him, and a different look at the face-off X as well for Delbarton, as that's Christian Trazinski, the sophomore, has won 67% of reserve face-offs, and possession goes to Delbarton. That's Bobby Cusimano. Chased down by Schneider.
Yeah, again, look for some two-man, maybe some more motion here for Delbarton. Got to definitely try to attack St. Anthony's. St. Anthony's done a good job taking away their strong hands, right? A lot of these Delbarton players seem to really favor one hand, and St. Anthony's has done a good job limiting their opportunities.
All the way out. It's now Andrew Johnson handing off to Jack Amato. Gets to his left. That's McDonald all over him.
Yeah, he's like a piranha out there. He smells blood.
No inside roll there for Cusimano. And back up top we go. It's Sartorius. Taken away. How about Dante Vidaro, one of our impact players today?
Yeah, total beast, right? Coach Weiser calls him the pulse down there. Look at McDonald scoop that thing off the carpet.
Good job checking the rear view. Gets it out to Bolello.
Yeah, but Coach Weiser said that Vidaro was hands down the best guy so far for them. Was a monster against the win against Culver.
And it's funny too, Soap, about him, right? Like he missed his entire junior season of lacrosse. Hit the facilities and got himself back and got to the trainers and really kind of forced himself back for the football season. And we lauded that during the football season. Just, it's not your main sport. It's not what you're going to play in college. But and actually it helped him for lacrosse more mentally than physically as Merrill gets to the cage. Nice save by Delgado.
Yeah, good stop by Delgado. Merrill getting to that middle again, kind of doing whatever he wants there with that wing dodge.
But when you think about it, so many times as Merrill fires wide, when you suffer a knee injury, it is sometimes more mental than physical.
That was a great point that you brought up, and I think it was a great point by Coach Weiser saying that it actually, football helped him feel comfortable with the knee. He said he watched Ashheim last year, Cole on defense come back, and it kind of took him a couple of games, but football kind of made him feel comfortable that the knee was back and that he would be fully healthy for this season.
Rigoletti spins at X.
I was going to UPenn. UPenn's got a big game today versus Yale.
Here's Merrill. Merrill! Third of the game for Gary Merrill.
Takes it right to Pedicano. He might have gotten himself a penalty, kind of staring back and a little trash talk. But, I mean, two highly regarded juniors going head-to-head here, going left-handed, switches hands here, boop, right top corner. How you doing again? Merrill. See, here goes. I don't think they were talking about the earthquake or where to get a bacon, egg, and cheese.
No, he's like, listen, you could see this in the ACC network, and you know what? I think do we actually have a penalty on it?
Definitely not talking about the best diners in Jersey, right? Maybe. Who knows?
And Merrill, that trash talk was heard, apparently, by the officials as well. So he's actually locked in for the next minute.
Definitely as a coach, you don't want to see that, but, just an intense competitor. Going, head-to-head against another highly ranked player. Sometimes your emotions, again, remember that these kids are 15 years old.
But, listen, you know it well, right? Like, the rankings, and as much as you want to kind of ignore that, you look on Inside Lacrosse, you kind of see, well, all right, that guy's going where? I'm going where? Let's go.
There's Bramoff doing what he does. So good getting the ball off the carpet. Yeah, like Pedicano, UVA, Army, Duke, Notre Dame, Penn were all after his services. And Coach, Kovacic said these guys are all going to know each other
100%.
from playing in these showcases and rising games and all those things. So, they're friendly probably off the field, but when you get inside the lines, it's all business and kind of maybe moving up the ranking list.
And here's Bilello. As you said, he'll go the Ivy route.
Yeah, Petticano's just, 6'3", just rangy and just willing to play people all outside the box. He's tremendous.
Oh, and an errant pass, a rare one at that. It was played back in from the box, and you can't do that. So Delbarton, and that's how quickly it comes the other way. Not an errant one. It's a little bit of sloppy play here, early goings of this third quarter.
It's at least the third caused turnover by Jacob Johnson, that sophomore. The ability to take the ball away with a short stick is rare and not get beat. Always moving his feet, great athlete.
Friars coming off a loss to Malvern Prep from Pennsylvania. And we'll show you kind of where these teams are nationally. And I believe Malvern Prep was like 5, St. Anthony's ranked 2, right behind Lawrenceville, who's also on the St. Anthony's schedule. So listen, you might not play a lot of games for St. Anthony's. It's just kind of the way it is right now. Where Delbarton will play like 25, 26 games. You play maybe half of that, but it's more about the quality of opponents than the quantity for the Friars.
Yeah, every single game, right? You're a lot of games traveling on the road, been playing with a shot clock in some games as well, really preparing these kids to play at the next level.
Getting topside, Sartorius went off the post, and it rings all the way back to the other side of the field.
He's been the one guy for Delbarton that's been able to get to the middle to kind of win his matchup a little bit. Sartorius, right, good move there, beating McDonald to the middle.
First look now at Big Gio Massaro, the junior. Kind of that fourth attackman for the Friars, number 45.
Yeah, he could sting it, right, catch and shoot guy. Really good at finding the seams in a defense. We'll definitely want to get your hands on him, is stick on him, not letting him shoot.
Here's Langton. Pumps the brakes, switches hands, spins, brings the whole arsenal, jumps it at the crease, but he'll step in the crease. Crease violation, no goal for the Friars.
Crafty move there, a little B-button spin. Just happened to find the crease.
And you wonder, too, if this is one of the days for Delbarton that actually all 3 goalies step in. Not a league game, right? Not a game that counts against in the non-public A's as a failed clearance for the Green Wave.
The deep ride of St. Anthony's is really giving them problems, right? Everyone thinks that sometimes that the only way to get pressure is to push down or to 10-man. But you can, by shrinking the field there and making shorter passes, less room, really put a lot of pressure on the Green Wave.
It also kind of gives Delbarton that false sense of security, right? Like, hey, we're good. Oh, wait, we're not good.
Yeah, next thing you know, you got a double team.
Here comes Merrill, down screen, or downhill, I should say, off of a screen. Bilello bounces. Good save right at midfield. Right in on him now, McGinty. Here's Bilello. Feeds the crease. Gio couldn't get that shot off. Massaro, it's now a ground ball war. And more often than not, it feels like the Friars come away with it. Massaro, again at the crease. They have tried back-to-back times to feed the junior there.
Great ground ball there by Ryder. First time we've called his name today. Washington and league commit.
There's Cusimano now for Delbarton.
Ryder was a former long stick midi last year. You could see his ability to pick it up. Long stick middies have that ability. Big weight room guy as well. Delbarton raving about their new weight room there.
Listen, if you've not been to the Delbarton campus, it is something to behold. Just incredible stuff. As the ball on the carpet picked up. It makes the St. Anthony's campus look like a New York City studio apartment. Although both schools certainly making the most of their facilities. Nice movement. Terrific save by Ford down low.
Ford tough with the save there. Oh, great ball, great catch by Bramoff. Smart decision to pull it out. Who was that? That was a dime. Tommy Schneider throwing who's a UVA quarterback? I don't even know.
Look at this. Just stepping in, coming downhill. It's Dylan Harrigan with the goal.
Nice move there, right? Good find, good hard cut, slasher type goal there. Right, you see there Breslin. Right now he's feeding the ball, hard cut, great shot, burying the biscuit high and away.
7 different scorers for St. Anthony's of their 10 goals. As they've got a 10-2 lead here with 3 minutes and change left in this third quarter. Nice stick check by McDonald on the wing, and he'll get it right back. Yeah, Parker McDonald and Ethan Bramoff, what a terrific duo they are. Long stick midi for St. Anthony's.
Yeah, both McDonald was, a highlight film over the summer. Just tons of footage coming from different all-star games and showcases. His ability to go coast to coast with that long pole. That's what the game is now. We're seeing three probably future ACC type long stick middies with the ability to scoop and score.
Cacciabato, he's got a goal on the game today. And that was Riggs giving it back to the sophomore from Garden City. Here's Langton lowering the shoulder. Good defense by Popham. The backup was there, though, for the Friars.
Yeah, Langdon tried a little bully game there. Popham was like, not on me, my friend.
You're not going to win that against a guy named Bo Popham. Here's Rigoletti. Inside the final 2 minutes of this third quarter. It has been a long time since Delbarton has scored. Here's Breslin. He looks to play bully ball as well. Breslin, will he switch hands? He tries. Great slide by Popham. And getting popped in front. The and one for Langdon.
Fierce competitor Langdon going to Army. Tremendous, Army's having a tremendous season in the top 5. Langdon's going to be a great addition to them. Right, you see here, great double coming by Popham. Right, great double, good time. Just little one-handed, gets it out of his stick. Tough finish, right? And one takes a hit by Finkelde.
And Finkelde will go in. And let's see how long he will go in. It'll be a cross check for 1 minute. So thought it was, at least it looked like, right? It was on Finkelde, but 77 still out there on the field. And you see in the box McGinty. So 11-2 now for the Friars.
Yeah, so we'll have a man-up face-off here. one last guy on the wing here for Delbarton.
Trafford does a great job just battling, kind of evening things up, and he still gets the ball. And they get a timeout. Terrific timeout by Delbarton, and what an effort by Ryan Trafford.
Yeah, you love to see that. You know, you're down 9, right? You have a man down draw, and you keep fighting, right? That's the football mentality there for Trafford.
Yeah, Trafford going to Navy a la Xavier Arline, former Shoreham Wading River star, to play both football and lacrosse. And we mentioned before where St. Anthony's is in this most recent USA Lacrosse Magazine poll. Let's show you the top 10 of this week's top 20 teams. And there you see Lawrenceville at the very top. This is heading into this week, so obviously before the Friars lost. But you see Culver, they started the year at number 1. St. Anthony's beat them. Brunswick coming off a win over Darien. We expect Malvern Prep to move up. And there you see at the bottom 2, Manhasset. They suffered their first loss. It was an emotional one as well, with one of the players' moms having an unfortunate death, and it affecting the team. They did bounce back with a big win as well.
Against Carey, you know, they went and played in Ridgefield and had a tough time handling Colsey, right, who's a tremendous, attackman going. He's going to join Tommy Schneider at UVA.
I was going to say, how about some of these matchups today as well, right? Manhasset and Darien, Battle of the Sound. That should be a fun one up at Darien. Chaminade makes the trip up as well. They're taking on Fairfield Prep. You know, Saturdays, we love the college matchups, but some terrific high school matchups today around the Northeast.
Yeah, and that first game out of the box, St. Anthony's playing and beating Culver. I think that surprised some people with the fact that St. Anthony's had lost so much and their ability to beat, at that time, maybe the number 1 team in the country.
But also a Culver team that I think had about 2 or 3 weeks on them, right? They had played a few games, had practiced a bunch.
Oh,
that was game number 1, and that was not a penalty.
Oh, the Bramoff with it showing his array of checks there with a one hand. I mean, just to swing that thing with one hand like that. Saying he got him in the head, I just think that's like one of those things where I've never seen a bull do that. I'm going to throw a flag.
Let's take a look again.
Oh, my God. I don't even know what this is called. You go behind your back, it's a rusty gate. This is just like a one-handed Paul Bunyan check.
So that a penalty. Another look.
It's not.
It was the stick. It wasn't any.
Yeah, it's like you just never
swung it high.
That. I mean, if you watch some of the highlights, of both McDonald and Bramoff, right, you're going to see stuff that you've never seen out of long poles in the high school game.
So we will play
5-on-5.
Yeah, 5-on-5 lacrosse. As it's Sartorius. Will he take on McDonald? Just kind of waited for the Delbarton penalties. Now we'll be 6-on-5.
I mean, that's what, Doyle's one name we haven't called that much, in the game. He's their returning leading scorer. Be nice to see him get his name into the score sheet.
That's him, 28. The skip and the knockdown.
He's everywhere, Johnson.
He really is. Yard sale.
Oh, my God.
Bolello.
Bolello! Time's been expired for a bit.
Yeah, he didn't hear the official, and yeah, you're right. So they'll not have a goal here. But a terrific third quarter nonetheless for the Friars. Their dominance has continued. utilizing all the different tricks.
You know, Langdon's a skier here. He's like going through the bunny trails. Boom, right? Takes a hit. Tremendous, tremendous shot there. Little flex afterwards.
All St. Anthony's through 3. You're watching it here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's premier high school sports network.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see extraordinary life. The most extraordinary of which is you. It's because our Catholic faith places the highest value on people. All people. It's the inspiration for our exceptional medical care with unmatched compassion. And it's why at Catholic Health you're more than a patient. You're someone's family, best friend, and a neighbor to us all. Long live Long Island.
Looking to grow your business on social media? Let Varsity Media help you. With over 50,000 followers across our platform, sponsor a segment during the broadcast and share it on social media the next day. It's the best of both worlds, as you'll get thousands of plays and your ad will live on the broadcast forever. Contact us today for sponsorship packages by calling 917-470-0864 or emailing varsitymediasponsors@gmail.com.
Back here at Cy Donnelly Field. Dylan Butler, Brian Soper, our entire Varsity Media crew with you. 12 minutes remaining in regulation time, and the Friars, at least through the first 3 quarters, so looks like they are getting that bounce back that they had hoped for after a difficult midweek loss.
All phases have been firing. Goalie's been good. Defense has been aggressive. Definitely been picking up their defensive pressure in the third quarter. And offense has been, you know, they've run some good offense, but they've also scrapped for some goals. Their ride's been really good. That deep ride's hurt Delbarton. So exactly, you know, Coach Weiserick, wherever he is up in Connecticut, right? He's got to feel good about where his team is today.
Yeah, Sacred Heart taking the field today, and it is his son's final, or at least senior day, up there. And what a run, too, Sacred Heart is having. They've won 5 in a row, undefeated in league play as well.
Yeah, and this goalie's been great, right? I think he has a goalie goal this year. Pazienza was a St. Anthony's product, right, who's been the starter this year for Sacred Heart and has been tremendous.
What a career, too, it's been for Keith Weiserick here. 332 career wins. This is his 25th season, a 1986 graduate of St. Anthony's. 13 Catholic League championships. Kevin Adler, Doug Schreiber, his assistant coaches. Of course, Schreiber, the OC, Adler, the DC. As Delbarton with the ball now. That's Cusimano.
First look for 21 for Delbarton, Jared Bowden, right, junior, Merrimack commit, good size, slasher. Good matchup here with Valerio.
And we have a change on the other side as well, so we do see all 3 Delbarton goalies today. Shimko in the cage.
Different look, right? He's much taller than the other 2, 6'2".
Schobel, low shot, nice save by Ford. Bounces out, and here come the cavalry the other way.
Really like the way Ford, he plays kind of a high, nice like high angle. He challenges shooters to shoot around him and through him. He's really been good at like kind of mid-range shot and controlling rebounds.
Here's Merrill. Oh, a little shimmy, a little shake, a little how you doing. Goal number 4 for Gary Merrill.
It's the last thing you want to see sitting there cold off the bench. His goalie is Merrill shaking bacon to the middle there. He says, I scored a bunch right-handed. Now I'm going to show you that I can snipe one left-handed.
Against the short stick, too.
Right, here we go. Little whoop. Right, just bang, right? I mean, that's like a foul shot in basketball. You're the whole net to shoot at. It's not going to end well for any goalie.
Lead now 10 for the Friars, who have a huge matchup coming up in Mineola this midweek, and we'll have that for you on Wednesday afternoon. Always highly anticipated St. Anthony Chaminade, a high school lacrosse game like none other.
Yeah, I mean, last year they played real early, right? Still a little bit early, but those games are circled on the schedule, and no matter what your record is, doesn't matter, right? St. Anthony's, Chaminade, you measured by who wins those games.
St. Anthony's has won 6 in a row in that matchup. Lefty shot. There's the first save for Shimko, denying Harrigan.
Good save, right again, at a goalie's feet.
How about the ride back by Langdon?
Yeah, they've been relentless on the ride.
Ball on the carpet, and Popham has it. We go pole to pole.
.55, that's Liam Larson, senior.
Yeah, part of that long stick midi matchup. A bit of a tweener, Larson.
Yeah, it's like those guys who are poles who then play down low, and just want to keep them on the field. Their ability to scoop ground balls and create transition.
By the way, getting a note. It's Sacred Heart up 4-0 early. So perhaps a really good day in the Weiserick household. Feed to the crease. Nothing doing.
Oh, great handle there by Schneider.
Here he comes, Schneider. Full court break. Schneider goes high. Looking like he's on the basketball court there.
Yeah, I think 44, that's a big number for a lot of defensemen at Virginia. Maybe Tommy Smith and a couple of guys just get used to seeing that in Charlottesville. It's a good play. I'm really impressed by Kelton, the junior, down low. Smooth stick, good on the ground ball, good cover guy. Nice little pass there and a ridiculous, slick catch there by Snyder.
And Kelton's not that fourth defenseman, right? He's rotating with Shanahan, so it's kind of a 4-man unit back there for the Friars. Breslin spins from X. Off the mark.
Impressed with Harrigan. Harrigan's been, a real shot of energy for St. Anthony's today. Left hand, quick, shifty.
Soccer guy, as you mentioned. Terrific save by Shimko up high.
That was Ashheim, right to his right hand there. Just a real good shooter, real good save there by Shimko. I think that, for St. Anthony's as they move on.
Cusimano.
They're going to want to see Ashheim get more involved in the offense and scoring. A nice little alley pick there.
Cusimano got hammered as he attacked the crease. Flag was thrown.
Yeah, good hard take. Junior going to Air Force. You got, going in there against those big boys, right? You got to, you go hard or don't go. And he went hard and drew a foul.
And this will be a 30-second push. And Delbarton early on, they cashed in on their first man up. And we do have to go back a while since they last scored. So Delbarton, just the 32nd man up.
Yeah, St. Anthony's in a 5-man rotation.
Sartorius handed off. We're even now. Nice fake and the shot high, and Delbarton They do get back on the board as Romweber gets the goal.
Had some success there on that corner there. A little touch passing Doyle to Romweber. Doozy little shot here by him. See a little touch pass here. They've been working that low corner. Right, give and go there. Little yin-yang passing. It's a really good finish by him. Basketball player. Doing his best. Caitlin Clark finish.
Somebody was watching the Final Four last night.
It was must-watch TV in my house. Everyone was going crazy.
Listen, I'm a St. John's guy, so anytime UConn loses, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm on the Iowa bandwagon.
Bolello wide of the mark. Flags fly.
Even though it's 12-3, St. Anthony's has not capitalized on a man up. I'm sure they're looking to, for future games against Chaminade, right? Get this man up offense really humming.
Breslin now.
A little pop of the crease there. Good save, Shimko.
Another one, yeah. And again, it bears repeating, I think, for future Green Wave games. Kovacek has not anointed a full-time starter, right? It is an open competition, so this is a good chance for Shimko to show off here. Bouncer wide of the mark.
Got a change in the net for St. Anthony's. That's Chase McCarthy, senior. He's only going to Tampa, right?
Yeah.
Like D2 champions, right? So he obviously has a ton of talent, and Coach Weiserick said that he have no problems when McCarthy's in the net.
There's Peter Falk. Brings it all the way back out to midfield to Sartorius. We've been impressed with Sartorius' ability to win his individual matchups.
Yeah, he's been the guy. Sartorius. I was waiting for that one.
I like it.
I was hoping for a goal, but maybe there's still time.
Here's Falk.
You got some reserves down on close defense, but you still have that first D-midi line there. Merrill's out there with McDonald and Belillo.
Question mark. And McDonald got that one high.
Good save, good move, right? Cusimano's had some flashes here in the fourth quarter.
Falk backs it up.
Sartorius, right on cue, perfect.
And the foul as well.
Great move. Right, he's just showing good little touch pass by Falk here, draws a double. Good, coming back hard to his left hand. Stupendous shot there by Sartorius. You got to take positives, right? Take positives, right, from this game. You're playing St. Anthony's, right? So, Cusimano, Sartorius, right, are two bright spots along with, your defenders, and maybe you found something here with Shimko.
Back to the X, and we know, face-off X at least, and we know that Trafford will not stop working.
I just love Delbarton. There's a ton of energy still, right? Together group, right? Getting, the idea is to get better today, and they can really get better here and set themselves up with a strong finish to this game.
And they've got a a really difficult schedule as well. At Pope John coming up against Summit. They'll take on Malvern Prep. They've also got Brunswick on the schedule as they finish by Testa. They go back to back.
Belly to belly. Good little slip there. Nice job. Asher Tester Jr. going to Colgate. I think Rom Weber here showing off his basketball dimes. Right, good, drops a dime there. Good finish, good cut, Asher Tester. Colgate, great IQ.
And we go the other way. Moon! Fly me to the moon.
The moon. Unbelievable. Now, just when you think there's a little momentum, right? You know, face-off guy picked it up, took a little check there. Good shot. Face-offs guys who can win face-offs and then create offense and shoot like this. Little box fake to look off the slide guy. Nice finish. Good way to end the day for Moon.
He'll have a good one coming up on Wednesday as he takes on Quinn Ball. So for Moon, goal number 1 on the year for the Brown commit.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you think about like ball, like they know that, like, what is that mindset like all week, thinking about this one-on-one in the circle at the X, right, versus another highly ranked face-off guy. It's just, it's a total war.
Final 3:11 in this one. And Delbarton will call a timeout. We mentioned their upcoming,
Some kind of illegal procedure.
Tyler Da Silva hands off.
See Trafford staying on here, play some offense.
Green wave. Down 13-5. But you certainly like the resolve of this Delbarton team. Things haven't gone well for like 3 quarters. Not hanging their heads, though. They are fighting to the end.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of what they were facing today with St. Anthony's, right? Talent from end line to end line, but they really have shown no quit here and playing to the final whistle.
And maybe if you're Shimko too, right? You've deserved some more minutes. 4 saves already as Falk misses high.
Yeah, Falk's a good-looking athlete, right? Junior, big boy, right? You can see the ability to shoot there. You know, developing some of these secondary, tertiary scorers for Delbarton is going to be important as they, hit the meat of their schedule.
Busy day here on campus. Good catch by Falk, but McCarthy makes the save.
Yeah. Good save. Chase was on the case there.
We've got the number 1 ranked girls lacrosse team in the country, St. Anthony's, coming up after this one, taking on Victor. We saw Victor yesterday on the Varsity Media Sports Network lose at Cold Spring Harbor, so nice trip from Rochester for them to play some really high-level competition here on the island. We had baseball playing on the other side, softball as well. A busy spring Saturday here in South Huntington.
Yeah, I mean, playing out of school, out of states teams, it's really has that college feel, and measuring yourself against the best of the best.
Here comes Trafford the other way. hitting the 30, the 20, like he did on the football field.
Yeah, he's just 1,000 yards after 1,000 yards for him.
Yeah, last 3 years. And Delbarton really kind of became a team on the football side of things. So, you know, so much is talked about Bergen Catholic and Don Bosco and those type of teams. They've become that team these last couple years. Low shot, nice save. McCarthy, it bounces back out, though, for Delbarton. There is a flag on the field.
Good shot there. Carrillo, senior, shifty, very athletic. You see the athleticism there.
And that one high with 8 seconds left in this one. So this will be a man up that'll be strictly cosmetic, or one that you don't want, right? Because it's going to probably go against you.
You know, we got a Navy guy. We got, you know, two Army guys on the other side. It's awesome to see these kids going to academies, Ivy League, ACC, some D3s. It's just amazing. There's so many opportunities for kids to play as long as they have the grades and the skills.
It looks like this one will not even require a final shot, as Carrillo doesn't take the ball. He'll just hand it back to the official, as St. Anthony's gets the bounce back win that they hoped for, beating Delbarton 13-5. We'll take a quick break, and we will have our Bowie 4 post-game show when we return right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see extraordinary life. The most extraordinary of which is you. It's because our Catholic faith places the highest value on people. All people. It's the inspiration for our exceptional medical care with unmatched compassion. And it's why at Catholic Health you're more than a patient. You're someone's family, best friend, and a neighbor to us all. Long live Long Island.
When it comes to advertising, are you hitting the right audience? Why waste your time with television or a free print publication that's given out at a local deli? Varsity Media has your back. With a following of over 50,000 and a local demographic ranging between the ages of 18 and 54 years old, it's time to get that return on investment. Plus, here's the best part. Your ad lives forever on our YouTube page. And with a large on-demand audience, it's a grand slam to advertise with Varsity Media.
Dante does it again! Defensive play. Dante Madaro.
Yeso steps up and score.
A jump shot for Nell.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see extraordinary life. The most extraordinary of which is you. It's because our Catholic faith places the highest value on people. All people. It's the inspiration for our exceptional medical care with unmatched compassion. And it's why at Catholic Health you're more than a patient. You're someone's family, best friend, and a neighbor to us all. Long live Long Island.
When it comes to advertising, are you hitting the right audience? Why waste your time with television or a free print publication that's given out at a local deli? Varsity Media has your back. With a following of over 50,000 and a local demographic ranging between the ages of 18 and 54 years old, it's time to get that return on investment. Plus, here's the best part. Your ad lives forever on our YouTube page. And with a large on-demand audience, it's a grand slam to advertise with Varsity Media.
Dante does it
Terrific
again!
Defensive play. Dante Madaro.
Yeso steps up and score.
A jump shot for Nell. Welcome back to Cy Donnelly Field here in South Huntington. Final score again, St. Anthony's 13-5 winners over Delbarton. Dylan Butler, Brian Soper. Time now for the Bowie 4 post-game show. And our player of the game as part of this Bowie 4 post-game show is Gary Merrill from St. Anthony's. There you see Gary, big performance from the junior, bound for North Carolina, 4 goals on the day. And Gary, Dylan Butler here alongside Brian Soper. And listen, you guys had a tough loss out at Rutgers in the midweek. You know you've got Chaminade coming up. This seemed like an important one to just kind of get that bounce back and get those feelings going the right way again.
Yeah, we just came back hungry and wanted to get a big win.
Hey, Gary, Brian Soper. Just talk about your mentality when you're dodging. What types of things are you thinking about, and what's your mindset as you attack the cage?
I know I'm just trying to score first and look for my teammates if the slide comes.
Seemed like a fun matchup for you too. In the individual aspect of the game, they've got a really good long pole in Pedicano, number 11, and you guys are both future ACC guys. Look like you had a little fun with that matchup.
Yeah, I just wanted to attack and dodge them as much as I can.
So I was on your Instagram, Gary the Goat, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome stuff.
Yeah.
What are some things that, obviously, high-ranked recruit, what are some things that you think that you need to perhaps improve upon, as you prepare for the rest of the season and senior year and then looking at college?
Definitely like my left hand and being able to shoot with it and pass and just use it more.
Gary, now that you guys got this one in the bag, I'd imagine the focus and the attention certainly to that team that plays in Mineola. How much fun is that going to be for your first time varsity-wise on the lacrosse field, at least, to play Chaminade?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a battle.
Well, you know what? You will perhaps bring this sweatshirt with you. Let's show that off to the folks at home. This is the Bowie 4. You can see it has on the side as well the today's date and the matchup. And listen, I could hear that wind kind of howling out there. So, Gary, that could maybe keep you warm as you head over to the locker room. But great stuff from you, and certainly congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
That's Gary Merrill from St. Anthony's. 4 goals on the day. And once again, time to remind you about the Bowie 4 story. It starts with 6 childhood friends from Long Island who grew up together on and around the water. They developed a special connection to the serenity that the water provides. That's where the Bowie 4 mantra was born. We choose the water. With every purchase made, they donate a portion of the proceeds to water conservation groups. Bowie 4 offers a full range of apparel and accessories for team stores, corporate events, and fundraising initiatives. All of our products are designed, created, and printed on site. Bowie up your wardrobe. Get your limited edition game day hoodie for 24 hours at www.bowie4, the number 4 there, you see it, .com. See you out on the open waters. And Gary Merrill certainly did a great job navigating those waters today, scoring 4 goals, and a big bounce-back win for the Friars. They're now 3-1 in the season, as, again, now their full focus can go to Chaminade on Wednesday.
Yeah, nice win. You know, Coach Weisrich's got to be real happy. Great that you get a win and also go and celebrate your son's senior day.
Wait, is it his win, or does that go to Schreiber Adler and Associates?
Up for debate, but you know, he has 300, and why don't you just give it to maybe give it to somebody else? But just a great game, great bounce back. I think the aggressiveness of the defense is something, and their riding game, controlling the middle of the field, was something that really propelled them today.
So that'll do it here from Cy Donnelly Field. Again, final score 13-5. St. Anthony's defeats Delbarton. For our entire crew here, our executive producer, Ben Turchin. For our technical director, Chris Sweeney. For Ron Pierre, Travis DeLuise, bringing you all those great moving images. For my broadcast partner, Brian Soper, I'm Dylan Butler. Thanking you for joining us from Cy Donnelly Field here in South Huntington. We look forward to seeing you next time right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.